Hello everybody, today is Thursday I think actually. Yes, Thursday, the 9th day of May 2013, and I happened to come across an article on the Daily Capitalist written by John Butler on December the 27th of the previous year. And it is the top 10 reasons why fiat currency is superior to gold or silver as money. I find this very interesting. I want to go over the 10 reasons, really criticize this for the most part, but mainly go over my comments or the solution or possible solution to each one of the 10 problems. Now, the number 10, there is not enough gold or silver in the world to serve as money. Let's begin with the obvious. We know that central banks the world over, this doesn't seem grammatically right, but we know the central banks have printed more money at an exponential rate for years. There's now so much paper and electronic money flowing around the world that gold or silver cannot possibly be expected to keep up. You can't print gold, after all. You need to find it, dig it out of the ground, refine it, etc. A hugely expensive and time-consuming process which practically ensures a stable rather than exponentially growing supply of the stuff. Okay. How does a growing supply of something that sucks be a good thing? Now, okay, I say that fiat currency sucks, and I'm going over this on a mathematical level, and I'm going to talk about more and more as this video goes on. The whole point of money is to have something that contains value. And thus, this is showing you, okay, after all, with gold, you got to find it, dig it, refine it, all that kind of stuff. Work to get something that has value. But let's go over all the other numbers. Gold and silver are old-fashioned, cumbersome money. Opinion? Number 9's answer is old-fashioned as well. After all, cumbersome, that's the word stating that it's so heavy and so difficult to transfer. Yet, if we had a gold standard today as the first day, this would be the first day in the world we would have a gold system with technology that can do a heck of a lot of things. Which means, if you needed to buy something or wanted to sell something for 0.0173 ounces of gold, it could easily be done today where it could not have been done in the past. And if you want to talk about old-fashioned, currency is becoming more and more old-fashioned, in my opinion. Number 8. Gold restrains growth. Again, I will have to disagree within this because it depends on how you define growth. If you want growth as in food stamp usage, growth amongst debt, yeah, it kind of does. Number 7, the gold standard caused the Great Depression. Now, what I would like to see, has other standards, not including gold, ever caused a major depression? Well, we're in one now. A fiat currency standard can also cause a Great Depression. Number 6. This is a big one. Rules can be broken. Returning to the obvious, the reason is so simple, a child can understand it. Rules are nice on paper, but we all know they can be broken. Yeah, that's just so obvious. And the rule that I'm talking about is this note is legal tender. There will be a day when that rule is broken. Number 5. Gold-backed money favors the U.S. versus the rest of the world, and I am going to disagree within this one. As, of course, China and many other nations have been highly getting into gold, even as of the end of 2012 when this was written. And number 4, gold favors gold mining countries over others. And of course that's the truth. And That's why I favor every single thing that is a commodity, anything and everything, to be placed in it as far as a basket of real goods. Number 3, gold favors the rich. Now, in this point in here, does fiat currency in the debt-based economic model favor the rich? It's an advantage to understand how currency is created. And just the basic aspects, when the poor goes out, gets a loan for a car or a house, we'll say gets a loan for a car. Let's assume it's $20,000, which they got to pay off over, we'll say, 15 years at 5% interest. Yet here's the rich getting the exact same loan at 5% interest as a investment. Rich getting richer, poor getting poor. And if having rich being favored is problematic, then why are we in this to begin in the first place? Number 2, PhDs know what's good for us. Back to the obvious. We all know that someone with a PhD is smarter than we are. It depends on what subject, and I'm going to disagree with that, actually. They've got the degree to prove it. Mathematically, how does it prove it? After all, I've been in economic classes. I've read over economic textbooks back in the past. They don't teach how fiat debt notes guarantee interest. Guarantee, where debt is guaranteed to exist. And I gotta say now, after it's been almost 20 years since I entered into the college system, that I am sickened and outraged that it was taught the way that it was. Final number 1, if given a choice, we would all prefer fiat over gold-backed money. You know what really irritates me? Is when someone comes up and says, nobody knows, blah, 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 this, nobody knows. And in some cases, and rare cases, they are correct. But to say that no one knows something or everyone would do this, would know you know what every human thinks. And you are wrong as of that date, because I do not prefer fiat over gold-backed money. There are many people on this channel, many, based on what I have read throughout the comments, that do not prefer this either. And if given a choice, I am anti-capitalistic. I made a video many years ago that silver, and even gold, but silver mainly as a preference, is a hedge not only against inflation, but capitalism as well. As my support, my choice is a resource-based economy. And I would like to thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.